Okay. So what I was saying was my abuser wanted me to call you guys and get help to flee his abuse.
Okay. At this moment, we don't have anything open.
Okay, does that mean that you're denying all services? That's probably why my abuser wanted me to call you. Because he knew I
What do
wouldn't
you
get anywhere. My abuser sets up places for me to go to flee him, so I never flee him. So I have to go where my abuser allows me to go to flee his abuse to ensure that I never flee him.
Okay. At this point, I would just recommend calling 911.
Did my abuser tell you that? To deny me assistance? Is that why I was recommended to call you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, if it's a domestic violence organization, you don't have the crisis line. You tell her to call 911 on a crisis line.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. I'm telling you right now that at this moment we don't have anything available.
So you're a
You
crisis
keep
line
telling
and you
me.
don't have crisis information available on a crisis line?
What are
A
you looking
24-hour
for?
crisis line?
Correct. We look for shelter, and at this moment, I'm telling you right now that we don't have anything open.
Oh, okay, because for all these years, my abuser keeps having me call his staff so I can't flee him. And I'm trying to prove it to the FBI so they can do something about it.
Okay.
Because exactly
And
what you would suspect would happen if I'm calling my abuser's staff to flee him, it's never going to happen.
you're calling your abuser's staff.
Right, because this is a crisis line. And what have you done to help me in my crisis?
I'm telling you, ma'am, that you can call 211 to see if they have anything
But
or
this is
any
a
more
crisis line. If you're
resources.
full, you're
Okay.
supposed to give me
Have a
resources
good
and not
one.
start arguments. So there's a distinctive pattern that people are starting arguments as a strategy to violate my rights. Starting arguments and blaming me for their behavior to not get those charges for conspiracy to violate rights. They're not stupid. Yes, I'd like information on your organization, please.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm sorry, I'd like information on your organization.
Yeah, so this hotline we help provide for referrals for shelter counseling and legal assistance.
Okay. So on the hotline, that's all the information you'll give me on your organization, on what all you do. What is the name of the
Um,
organization?
so we're the hotline to assist the program called Laura's House.
Okay. And what all do you do there?
There's a 45-day emergency shelter, counseling for victims of domestic violence, and legal assistance for restraining order.
Okay. I'd like to get assistance.
What kind of assistance are you looking for at the moment?
All of those services
Okay.
that you just went over.
All right, and is the phone number you're calling from
I am.
for about how long?
For 2 days. My abuser he controls my living environments through using law enforcement. And he has him put me out on a whim when he's upset. And then he has the law enforcement blacklist me from off shelter, putting my safety at risk. He's been getting away with it years.
Got it. And what city are you currently located in?
I'm homeless right now. I wanted to get assistance in that area.
Okay. And then what city were you last living in?
I was in Los Angeles.
And your name?
It's Kiana.
Do you have any availability?
You're gonna check and see. You haven't done a safety plan. You haven't given me my rights or any direction. But go ahead.
What we
Go
do-
ahead. Go ahead. You check and see if you have availability. Okay.
Yeah, that's our next step.
Okay.
So I did reach shelter, and it does look like they are at capacity for the night. Did you want any other numbers for other shelters you could try reaching out to?
Yeah, something's really suspicious. Because for 10 years, I've called all over the United States and everybody has been full. And I think that the FBI should investigate it because I am getting discriminated against with housing. And they do investigate that. And that's absolutely what's happening with shelter and housing. I've had scams to keep me from lease agreements and keys. When I had a lease agreement and key.
Got it.
I don't really think that all these places for all these years are full. I think that someone's manipulating my calls or my environments to lie. Like they just lied to put me out. The tricky part is proving this to someone that can do something about it to end it. So, since you're full, what about resources or safety plans and knowledge or other services that you offer? You just don't get the woman in a safe environment. You don't keep trying. You don't get on the line as an advocate after you've gotten my date of birth and all my sensitive information. And if you're not really who you say you are, that's why I've had identity theft. And police enforcing that, I don't know why that's not federal charges for doing that and numerous other crimes they commit. Because I just gave you a lot of sensitive information, but I can't escape talking to people like you. That's all I have.
So what I can do now is provide you numbers of other shelters, and that's kind of the next step.
Okay, so I've noticed that most people that I talk to have the same kind of personality type. So are you saying that you're refusing to get me in a safe environment like everyone else I came in contact with?
I'm just relaying the information from shelter.
What I'm trying to figure out is, do all women that are fleeing abuse not have a support system and have to figure out a way to escape themselves? Or is there someone that has expertise and experience that can help them flee and give them advocacy and place them in a safe environment and not violate their rights and demand that they do it on their own and when it's an impossibility? Because what's happening is my rights are being violated all over the country if I'm really authentically calling these locations. Because they're violating my rights and not giving me services and schemes. And everyone's saying they're full and pathological lies to keep me from shelter. All this time. I'm trying to prove it. But they have all kind of other services and they want to end the call when we're full because they're violating my rights. And it's like all people that I'm talking to on my phone has this same personality type. And numerous people in person too. Like narcissism and condescending and controlling. So I don't know what to do because I've called all these domestic violence organizations that are aiding and abetting crimes and lying to keep me in abuse all these years. So you don't, what are the services that you offer there? Outside of just telling me to go somewhere else.
So I can provide you the other organizations that are in the area.
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. So you're denying services like you're violating my rights, like everyone else has done that I've called on my phone. You're violating my rights and you're demanding that I go call somewhere else to get my rights violated there too. Like what's been happening all these years. So the services I'm asking for there, you're denying it, and you're demanding that I go somewhere else to get my rights violated there too.
All I'm telling you is what the shelter has told me to say. Thank you.
The disconnect is there's all kind of other services that I like to get from there. She hung up. It's control to keep me from fleeing abuse. It's pointless when they're his staff.